it's one of those books that seemingly everyone had when they were a child. The odd story of a little boy who sails away to a magical land filled with monsters after being sent to bed without supper. Where the Wild Things Are brings out the kid in everyone, especially this 27-year-old man who plays the lead role in this theatrical production.
When I first started doing it, it was a lot of I guess, reopening my mind to the imaginary, and being able to explore that, and not getting so caught up in my adult mind of, thinking what's going to happen next in the story.
This is the third time Race Calvert has played the role of Max in this adaptation, which received the blessing of author Maurice Sendak. Linda Carson plays his mom and also narrates the story. And the rest of the roles are filled by the folks sitting in the audience.
I get the kids and the adults trained up to be the wild things, so they show their teeth and roll their eyes and practice freezing when I say be still. And then throughout the show, they have lots of little parts that they do with me.
Calvert admits he was initially somewhat nervous about the audience interaction aspect of the show. But now he loves it and says he tries to go out of his way to make a connection with everyone in the crowd.
You can really see them get immersed in it. It's quite fascinating, and I really enjoy it now, and I look forward to each show being different, whereas when I started it was definitely a scary thing, because as an actor you don't usually engage the audience as much as this ever in shows.
The integration of the audience also helps expand the scope of the story, which is pretty short in its original form. The book, now more than 50 years old, remains a classic, and the stars of the show have their own memories of reading it as children.
I remember learning how to draw actually from one of the pictures of the trees. I learned how to draw trees from this book back when I was 5 years old. So yeah, I do remember this story. The story is something that I definitely was familiar with, and when I got the chance to play Max, I was really excited, knowing that character from my childhood.
And I also love the story of just addressing a child's fears and where you go when you're sad or when you're fearful, and the imagination as well. I love the story that way.
Persephone Theater's presentation of Where the Wild Things Are plays at the Refinery through December 14th. For ticket information, visit persephonetheater.org. For Go Saskatoon, I'm Simon Hyatt.
Whoa, Barney!